Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're completely dismantling what's probably the biggest lie you've ever been told about getting rich. Society hands us this very specific script about success, right? Basically, grind forever, save your pennies, and hope for the best. Well, today, we're tearing that script up. We're going to look at the real foundations of wealth generation, and more importantly, exactly how you can build lasting, life-changing wealth.
So let's dive into a question that's right at the heart of our financial lives. Is hard work actually enough? I mean, we've all been taught from day one that grinding away, working from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. absolutely guarantees success. But think about it. If that were really true, the hardest working people on the planet would be the absolute wealthiest. And yet we see so many people work tirelessly their entire lives without ever even owning a home, let alone finding financial peace. Today, we're going to see exactly why relying entirely on hard work is actually a really dangerous trap, and what strategies the wealthy are actually using instead.
To get there, we'll be following a really clear blueprint. We'll cover the hard work myth, plugging your money leaks, making your money work, upgrading your greatest asset, building multiple income streams, and finally, the wealth generation mindset. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the hard work myth. Let's just go ahead and shatter a core societal belief right now. Take a look at the left side here. This is the traditional hard work loop. You earn a salary, pay your bills, and then just wait, totally exhausted for the next paycheck. Living like this leaves you entirely vulnerable, literally one medical emergency or unexpected crisis away from zero. But on the right, that's smart work. This is where you finally step off that treadmill. Smart work is all about leveraging systems, using real business growth strategies, and most importantly, decoupling your time from your income. So, to define it really clearly, smart work means generating wealth through strategic decisions, investing, and building systems, rather than just relying on the sweat of your brow. As Robert Kiyosaki famously popularized in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it's really not about how hard you work. It's about how smartly you leverage your resources. Actually, scratch that. It's about making sure your time isn't the only thing making you money. Moving right along to Section 2, plugging the money leaks.
Listen, you simply cannot out-earn terrible spending habits. For so many of us, the second that salary hits the bank account, these unnecessary spending habits just take over. We're talking about taking a taxi for what's literally a 10-minute walk, or, dropping cash on some overpriced, trendy burger just to post a picture of it online. Buying expensive coffees or branded clothes entirely for status, those are massive, totally invisible drains on your future wealth. Trying to build wealth without controlling your expenses is literally like pouring water into a bucket with holes at the bottom. It will absolutely never fill up. No matter how much your income increases through promotions, raises, or business growth, if you don't check your spending and plug those holes, you're always going to feel broke. You've got to create a budget right at the start of the month to seal up those leaks. Which brings us to Section 3, make your money work. Okay, so now that you're actually keeping your money, what do you do with it? A lot of people think just hoarding cash under the mattress is the safest bet. But here's the reality. Inflation is a silent wealth killer. It constantly eats away at your purchasing power. To put it into perspective, it can turn $1,000 of today's money into the equivalent of just $500 in the future. So you can't just save it, you have to invest it. You've got to invest to outpace that inflation. And you generally have two main vehicles to do that. First up, active small businesses. Think about real-world examples like starting a fast food shop, a coffee shop, a juice bar, or even a clothing showroom. These are tangible, real-world assets you can build and scale. And second, financial investments. This is your mutual funds, the stock market, or real estate. These are incredibly powerful vehicles where your capital works completely independently of your daily labor. It's exactly like Robert Kiyosaki says, make your money work for you. That right there, that's the exact transition from a middle-class mindset to a wealthy entrepreneur mindset. You want your money to literally be your hardest working employee. It should be out there generating passive income 24/7, even while you sleep.
Now for Section 4, upgrading your greatest asset. We've talked a lot about where to put your money, sure. But honestly, the most tragic mistake people make is failing to invest in the ultimate inflation-proof asset, which is you. Your income potential is directly tied to your skill set, period. By spending just 20 to 30 minutes a day learning high-leverage skills, things like technology, artificial intelligence, financial education, marketing, or sales, you compound this massive amount of expertise over a single year. If you want to actively upgrade your entrepreneurship mindset, just follow these actionable steps. Number 1, research your business or industry deeply, like know it inside and out. Number 2, practice consistently because, let's face it, knowledge without application is completely useless. And number 3, don't be afraid to buy quality courses if they provide real actionable value. Your skills are what will generate income long after physical labor gets too difficult, permanently securing your future.
Moving on to Section 5, building multiple income streams. I can't stress this enough. Relying on a single paycheck is incredibly risky. Just think about it. Our ability to work physically decreases as we get older, companies unexpectedly shut down, and sudden illnesses happen out of nowhere. Warren Buffett hit the nail on the head when he said, "Never depend on a single source of income." That isn't just some catchy quote for social media, it's a vital safety net. Because if your only stream of income dried up tomorrow, what happens to you? What happens to your family?
You absolutely have to build multiple streams of income. And the best part, the barrier to entry has literally never been lower. As a beginner, you could start freelancing, dive into YouTube content creation, launch a small business, offer video editing, or start selling products online. The idea is to just start a side hustle today and let it grow over time into a steady river of passive income.
And finally, Section 6, the wealth generation mindset. When you put it all together, building wealth really comes down to these 5 simple steps. First, control your expenses and plug those leaks. Second, develop deep investing habits. Third, relentlessly improve your skills. Fourth, create multiple income sources to protect yourself. And fifth, spend with planning, not emotion. Doing these small, consistent actions every day, that's what creates absolutely massive results over time.
You see, the reality of the wealthy entrepreneur lifestyle, it's really not about showing off unnecessary luxury or, buying the newest smartphone just to impress a bunch of strangers. It's entirely about purpose and planning. Wealth is built not only through hard work, but through making the right decisions over a long period of time. Every single investment of your money, your time, and your knowledge is literally buying your future freedom.
So I'll leave you with this final thought as we wrap up this explainer. Your very next financial decision, whether that's buying a $20 coffee you don't really need or choosing to spend 30 minutes learning AI, could change your entire future trajectory. The blueprint is right here in your hands. So, are you going to stay on that exhausting treadmill, or will you choose right now to step out of the rat race, start building, start investing, and I'll catch you in the next one?